confiscated it, supposedly because I docked up on their beach. Privatizing the beaches. It's a sad state of affairs, I tell you.
I see. Don't worry, Economic Crisis. We'll go and get your license back from the aquarium camp.
We'll be really polite about it too, won't we, Asterix?
Really? You can do that? If you succeed, I'll repay you with 10 or 8. Make it 4 free trips.
Deal, Economic Crisis. Wait for us here. We won't be long.
Once you reach Hibernia's western coast, keep north. Follow the stars, Cygnus to be precise. Thank you for the directions, Getafix. So to conclude, 1 valid boat license, 1 boat, a shipping route to Thule, and 2 passengers, 1 large, 1 small, and 1 item of hand luggage.
Large? I think that merchant needs to get his eyes checked, Asterix. Are you sure he's safe to sail? Don't worry, you're not hand luggage dogmatics. The merchant isn't seeing right, that's all.
Everything's in order, Gaul. Hop on for your first free trip.
Come on, Obelix. Farewell, friend.
See you soon. Take care, and take good care of the men here.
Oh, it breaks my heart every time I wave them off. May Tutatis protect you, children. Go and get the barb to pipe down. They don't need headaches thrown into the mix.
And so our heroes began their journey to the north, following Getafix's directions and the stars. They followed the Hibernian coast, politely greeting the Roman galleys they met along the way, and continued further north still, all the way to far, far away Thule.
Here we go. This is the island of Thule, Obelix. Ooh, and it's freezing, to put it mildly.
Especially since we weren't too hot on the whole idea in the first place.
Let's see if we can find someone to give us more information.
I'll wait for you here, Gauls. I don't like to leave my boat unattended.
Shall I go and ask the Romans over there? The ones attacking a barrel?
I don't know what to do, Obelix. They're acting strange, even for Romans.
Thank you, Gauls. My name is Forfendrick, and I'm the village chief.
Do you think all their chiefs wear barrels, Asterix?
No, I think he's using it as armour, Obelix.
Are you the only one in your village, chief?
Ever since our high priestess was captured, offerings to the gods have ceased. My villagers and I fear the wrath of Thor. We fear being struck by lightning, and that's why we're hiding.
My friend and I have come to help your priestess. We're looking for a fragment of crystal that she kept.
It must be somewhere around our village in the valley. The problem is, there are Romans around.
I don't see the problem.
This is my village, Gauls.
How are we going to find the shard, Asterix?
No idea, Obelix.
Before she was kidnapped, Avina spent a lot of time in the village cave. Maybe she hid it there.
Sounds like a plan. Let's investigate the cave, Obelix. Here's the shard, Obelix. We finally found it.
That's funny. My menhir has gone cold.
It must be because of the shard.
It's frozen everything around us.
By Belenos, you're right. Ooh, there's even frost on my flask.
I've got the feeling this menhir could be a lot of fun.
There will be time for fun later, Obelix. Let's get out of this cave and back to Economic Crisis.
Hail, indomitable Gauls! I don't know if you remember me. The name's Marcus Genantonicus.
I do. Remember Obelix? He had long hair back then.
Doesn't ring a bell. Romans all look the same to me, Asterix. Seen one, seen 'em all.
Never mind, Gauls. I just wanted to let you know that you'll never stop Rome from invading Thule. Release the Menhir. You are our prisoners.
Asterix, can I get polite with the Romans?
I thought you'd never ask, my dear Obelix.
You scare me with your Menhir. Come and get a closer look.
See, Asterix? He actually wants to.
Not you, fatty. I was talking to Shorty there.
Excuse me, fatty?
I'm sorry, Obelix. This gentleman clearly prefers my polite approach to yours. That's one thing off our list. Now we've got the shard, let's get back to Economic Crisis's boat.
So, Gauls, did you find what you were looking for?
Yes, we found a nice shard. It adds a bit of colour to my menhir.
The problem is, we need to find 2 more before we can find Avina. But we have no idea where they might be.
Hang on, let me see. You know what? I've seen something like this before.
What do you mean, Economic Crisis?
You know I have a shop in Tyre, back in Phoenicia. I know the city like the back of my hand. I'm sure I've seen a shard like this in the Temple of Bel. Yes, that's right. Tyre's high priestess, Razzle-Dazzlus, has another one of your Menhir shards. I'm sure of it.
In Phoenicia? Really? Economic crisis, you're a hero. To Tyre, then.
And so our heroes set sail for the south. Economic Crisis knew the way by heart and could navigate the tides with his eyes shut. Obelix, meanwhile, had his eyes wide open, on the lookout for Roman galleys to greet, ever so politely, of course. After an eventful voyage, the three reached the Phoenician shores and the city of Tyre, and the Temple of Bel came into sight. Economic Crisis took a detour.
I'd rather drop you off here. There are so many customs inspections in Tyre. If I dock up with you two on board, they might hit me with a tourist tax.
Is the city far from here?
You'll be there in no time. It's a Menhir's throwaway.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go. We'll need to keep our eyes peeled, Obelix. If we come into sight, we'll be game for a fight.
It took us so long to open the gate to Tyre. Do you think it'll take us all night to find the shard, Asterix?
Before we find the shard, we'll need to find the Temple of Baal first, Obelix.
Approach, Gauls! Come closer! Ah, how fabulous! It's been years since I last had any new disciples. Come and worship the almighty Bel, guardian of fire.
I don't understand any of this Bell and Guardian business, Asterix.
All I know is that this is no game, Obelix. Getafix was deadly serious when he told us about the legends.
Getafix? You know my old friend Getafix?
Know him? He sent us here.
I see. And unfortunately, I think I might know why you came.
While Asterix recounts the tale of Avina Gandir and the Crystal Menhir, we thought you might like a quick tour of the temple. Travel is always so much more enriching when you add a little culture into the mix. It'll have to wait. It looks like our hero has already finished explaining the situation.
It's as I've always said. Caesar may be an emperor, but he's a bore too. Kidnapping a woman to conquer a country? What kind of backward times are we living in? Avina Gandir is a friend. She entrusted me with the Shard of Fire, and now I'm entrusting it to you. But be careful. With this shard, the Schnaffel Elga Yokel will become even more powerful.
Thank you, Razzle-Dazzlus. Might you know where we can find the last shard?
The missing piece was given to a wise man, a Greek who lives in Crete.
What's his name?
I can't remember, but I believe he lives as a recluse at the top of a mountain. He should still be there.
A mountain? What mountain?
My Menhir's telling me it can raise me up so I could stand on mountain.
Watch out, Obelix!
The Menhir's powers are something to behold, but we're way too conspicuous with it.
Fire starters out after curfew must be stamped out. You, Princess of Bel, halt!
Razzle-Dazzlus, do you know where we can hide?
Yes, a friend of mine will hide you, but she lives down one of those dark streets over there.
No problem. My Menhir will light...
Give me that Menhir. It'll help me dazzle Caesar.
Marcus Ginatonicus, you again?
Yep, I've been following you since Faraway Fuel. Don't think I'll let you slip away now.
You know this Roman?
Yes, he's an old acquaintance, a big fan of Gaulish courtesy. Let me show you. Oh, look, Asterix. It's Economic Crisis.
My friends, how happy I am to see you again.
Us too, Economic Crisis. Happy you're here, especially since you still owe us another 2 free trips.
You are savvy barterers indeed, Gauls. The problem is, we're stuck in the port. The Romans have drawn up